Content warning. Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is not suitable for all audiences, and viewer/listener discretion is advised. For example, if, when you just heard the term ladies and gentlemen, you immediately thought about how exclusionary it is, then it's probably best you turn this off now.
Excuse me, relatives and family of Mrs. Benoit. I don't know how to say this, but let me just say that your wife has been eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
A buried alive match they could have done.
Jesus.
Oh no, she would have had to be alive for that.
Fucking Christ above.
Do fly me to your mum.
Let me drench her full of cum.
Drench her full? I don't think you can drench someone full. You drench someone
Let me see what my dick's like when it's
inside her bum.
In other words...
Welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Mulholland and Freddy Quinne, a fat cunt.
I did not realise that was how we were starting. I thought we were just having preamble.
We were just having a bit of fun singing a song about bumming your mum.
Yeah, lads.
This is what happens off cam on Dead Men.
I know. Do you remember like how every time that we record, we go, oh, we should always... at the beginning, actually just plug the Patreons.
Oh, yeah.
Plug what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we always go, we should definitely do that.
Yeah.
And then we go down to record and we're like, fly me to your mum.
No, so yeah, come to our live shows. Let's tell them that before we start.
May the 18th, June the 15th at the Frog and Bucket in Manchester. Tickets are £5 and they're available via the link in all of our social medias and in the description.
Yeah.
And also sign up to our fucking Patreon because it costs £3 and you get loads of shit for it.
The Discord server, you get access to special rooms on our Discord server. You can join that even if you're not a patron. Join our Discord because it is popping off. It's dead fun, isn't it? I pop in every now and again on the Discord just to have a little look at what's going on. Just having a little text there. Just don't listen to me, it's fine.
No, it's
I'll just
fine.
talk to me fucking self.
No, it's fine. I was just texting someone else.
Yeah.
I was just texting a different person.
Brilliant.
Yeah, on a podcast with just you.
Just me.
I was texting a different person.
Yeah. What a dick I am thinking you might respond to
Hey,
what I said.
do you know what I did recently?
Wanked off a tramp.
Yes. That was exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I wanked off a tramp.
Yeah.
And
you were telling me earlier about your new backhand method. You've really switched it up, haven't you?
Yeah,
it's
very
like the
much...
Ronnie O'Sullivan of wanking tramps.
I was going to go with the Roger Federer.
Doing it through your legs.
It's a really smooth backhand. And it's not the most powerful. I don't get a lot of power behind it, but what I get is precision.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of topspin on the cum when it comes out.
That's true. He shoots it into a bucket.
Yeah, it bounces off the floor, and then the second bounce is really flat. Takes a lot of people by surprise. And I'll tell you what, I am a fucking demon on the clay court.
It really is. Yeah.
Do you know what? That bit was wrong because Roger Federer famously does not dominate on the clay court. That is Rafa Nadal because
who gives a fuck?
His more topspin approach is...
I don't care about tennis.
Do you not?
Nah, shit sport.
Rafa and Nadal dominates.
I don't know who they are.
On the Roland Garros.
My missus loves tennis, but I can't. Very boring sport.
It's great.
I'm not a fan.
Tennis is brilliant. Do you know what's funny about tennis? Is the women get paid the same amount as men.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So, but they don't do the same work.
That is true. They do play less.
So men play
fewer sets, don't they?
Yeah. So men play a minimum of 3 sets, but up to 5, and they play 2.
Yeah, but they've also got to do the work of making those big noises. They do all the grunting, so I reckon that gets them extra pay.
Yeah, that's true. And they have to wash the uniforms afterwards. So
the extra bit's just for them sarnies you've made us. Thank you, love.
Yeah.
Cheers, Serena. Get kettle on.
Cheers, Serena. Get kettle on. Wow. Imagine one of the greatest female athletes ever.
One of the greatest athletes of all time, to be fair. I think she's up there.
Yeah, no, she is. She's great.
Yeah.
And do you know what as well? Venus, just all right.
Yeah. I think she's pretty good. If Serena wasn't about, Venus would have been the best.
Nah.
Didn't she always come second?
It's like saying if Tyson Fury wasn't about, then Tommy Fury would be cleaning up. No, he fucking isn't.
I don't know if it's quite the same.
No, he isn't.
I don't think Tommy Fury's got the calibre.
He's an absolute joker, isn't he?
Yeah.
You watch him.
Do you see Dodge Jake Paul? Yeah, he's like, I'll fight Jake Paul, and he's like, oh, owie.
Yeah. It's like, man's a YouTuber.
Yeah, but he's a YouTuber who's quite good at boxing. He is actually quite good at it.
I don't think so.
He's not like a top level professional, but he is pretty good.
He's not even a professional.
No, but he's a very, very good amateur.
Yeah, but there's lots of very, very good amateurs.
Sure, and Tommy Fury ain't one of them.
I think it'd be quite a fairly even fight.
That's why they didn't want it, I think. I think my guess, right, this is based on nothing.
Yeah.
But I reckon Daddy Fury's been like, nah, son. You ain't going out there getting beaten up by a YouTuber. No fucking ex-Disney kid is twatting one of my sons.
With his daft voice.
Yeah.
Son, you ain't going out there getting beaten by one of them bloody Disney kids. I'm not having the Fury name get denigrated by bloody YouTubers.
Yeah. Because, like, if you've got one son who is the heavyweight champion of the world, one of possibly, some people say he's one of the all-times. I don't know if I think that's a bit of a stretch. But he's certainly, an incredible fighter. And then your other one is a Love Island reject.
He's the greatest fighter of his generation.
Sure.
Which automatically puts him in the conversation of best of all time.
I think a lot of people say that because they're like, he'd probably twat Ali. And it's like, yeah, he might because he's like fucking 5 stone heavier.
Yeah,
but it doesn't, it's not like, it's just they're bigger.
You never know. People love these conversations because you will literally never know.
You can just go forever going, no, my one's the favourite.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, my one used to hit really hard.
You don't know what it was bloody like. I watched him when I was 9 years old and I'd never seen anything like it, and that stuck with me.
They used to go 19 rounds. Yeah. It's like, and after 50 fights, the vegetables.
Look at them now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't even lift their hand to do a photo with you.
Yeah, I mean, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, when he retired, no one looked at him and went, he's doing well for himself, isn't he?
Yeah, like jealous of him now.
Yeah, I know. Tell you what, he's kept in match fitness, hasn't he?
Yeah.
No, as he fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of that with UFC, I'm not looking forward to seeing some of them when they're in the 60s.
Oh, they're going to be absolutely
just
fucked.
Just getting kneed in the head constantly.
There's going to be a lot of dementia floating about at 48.
Yeah, there's already like a lot of wild shit that happens when they retire and stuff, they'll end up like, murdering a wife or something like that. Or like
a lot of that happened with WWE, didn't it?
Well, Chris Benoit famously.
Yeah. Roid rage and
no, it was CTE. It wasn't roid rage.
What's CTE?
It's cumulative effects of concussion, basically. So he had the brain there was some stat of his brain was super deformed.
Yeah.
It was so basically his brain damage builds up and they basically just don't have any.
And then before you know it, you cripple across facing your kids.
Oh, that's it. It is funny that he did his finisher, isn't it? Can you imagine if it was The Rock and he did the people's elbow?
He actually did his finisher.
He killed one of them with the cripple across face.
I was joking.
No, he did, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
If the
Rikishi killing someone with the stink face.
If The Rock killed someone with the people's elbow.
I know, it'd be amazing. Doing the fucking...
Yeah. Down one end of the living room, against the wall, down the other end of the living room. Little 4-year-old on the floor like, Daddy, no. And he, doof, no.
Scotty Too Hot, he gets CTE, kills someone with the worm.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that he actually crippled across face.
Look, don't take me as a marker of any facts, but this is certainly what I've heard.
Right, okay.
I might have heard it off someone in a pub. I might have read it in a fucking factual
Please tell me that the first person to arrive on the scene of the crime was Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Oh, the humanity!
Kane ran in with a chair. Try and break it up.
That's so fucking funny. That's so funny.
Yeah. The policeman was actually the big boss man.
Yeah. Excuse me, fans. Excuse me, relatives and family of Mrs. Benoit. I don't know how to say this, but let me just say that your wife has been eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
Is that who killed the chucked her over the top rope?
Yeah.
Both her feet didn't touch the floor. She's still in.
Yeah, she's in a coma because one leg's dangling. Fucking hell, this is
a buried alive match they could have done.
Jesus.
I know she would have had to be alive for that.
Fucking Christ above. I was...
Bra and panties match.
I was going to say that...
Is this working? Oh, I don't think it is.
So I went shopping recently for some clothes for summer, right?
Okay.
And...
Moo-moos? Dashikis?
Fuck me, it is amazing to see how many people who are still asked about COVID. It is genuinely... It's almost heartwarming to watch people who are like... oh, well, I'm still wearing a mask. COVID's not over. And it's like, it fucking is.
Yeah,
You behave yourself now. You behave yourself.
You've brought one sandbag to a flood.
Yeah.
It is. There's nothing you can do at this point.
Take it off and get your feet wet, you pussy.
Yeah, like, I don't look right. I think there's differences. Like Longley said this that I thought was like quite apt. If you're wearing like a medical looking mask, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you the benefit that you might have a respiratory disease or something. You got to protect yourself. Someone in your family might be vulnerable. Fair. If you're still wearing a cloth mask,
Or a snood.
yeah, we only wore those because we had to wear something, and we all knew they didn't really work.
Yeah.
If you're still wearing one of them, you're just showing off.
Mate, totally. Do you know what I saw when I was walking around? I saw a couple, they were maybe in their 50s, and they were walking around together, and they had little Ukraine badges.
Oh,
They
mate.
were wearing badges with the Ukraine flag on.
Well, take that, Putin.
I honestly wanted to stop them and go, could
Forza
you...
Russia.
Yeah, could you do any less,
know.
you fucking pussies?
Well, no, hey, look, there's a mechanics around the corner that's got a Ukraine flag out, so I think that should sort it.
Oh, great,
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's probably where they get their workers from, to be fair. Suddenly these car washes are going to be restocked with staff, I think, after the Brexit vote.
Fucking Lord above, mate.
But like, it is a bit like, we've got a Ukraine flag up.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, just because I want you to know that we side with the goodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
It's like, you got a little Yemen flag up? You got a little Yemen flag
Oh, I
up?
don't fucking buy all this nonsense, mate. I don't fucking buy all this nonsense. The reason that no one cares about Yemen is because Yemen's never had a fucking Euros. That's the reason.
Do we have to start caring about Qatar now then?
Oh, yeah, we would.
I'm not gonna.
No, but we would. If in 5 years' time someone bombed Qatar, people would go, oh.
I don't know if we'll need to wait 5. It's quite hot round that region of the world.
Yeah. But when it does happen, maybe that's why they're putting a World Cup there. So
Right.
Qatar's like, listen, maybe that's why they pushed it so hard.
Yeah.
So Qatar's like, listen, if any of you touch us, a lot of football fans are going to remember you've just bombed that stadium that they had a group match in. You bad guys.
Yeah, they played Bulgaria against Sweden in there. What are you doing? But yeah, I don't think anyone's going to give a fuck about Qatar and their bought-in Brazilian football team. It is a really funny strategy that all them, like, the Gulf states have at the moment. They just buy shit Brazilians, bring them over, give them a visa and go, yeah.
Yeah. Look, hey.
Yeah. Paninho over there, he's a Qatari.
Panino.
Paninho was what I was going with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a little pun.
Imagine
on Janino.
Imagine collecting him.
Yeah.
Have you got Panino and a Panini? What? So I want to tell you a story today about something embarrassing that happened to me.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know this about me. You probably do.
That you're a big fat cunt?
Yes, I am a big fat.
I did know that, actually.
Yeah, it's not like you mention it at the beginning of every episode ever. So I am.
Big fat cunt.
Are you going to keep doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's going to take a long time, isn't it?
We've got endless
It's going
time,
to take
mate.
a long time.
If anything, we've got time to fill.
We have got time to
fill.
fill.
I am helping.
Okay. You're gonna get bored of this before I am.
Let's see.
Okay. So I am.
A big fat cunt.
So I am.
A big fat cunt.
Imagine having to listen to this over and over and over again. What? We're torturing our
Sign
listeners.
up to our Patreon.
Yeah. We're just torturing. Speaking of the Patreon,
You big fat cunt.
speaking of the Patreon, we have got a absolute special recording in there because Rob Mulholland did a bad thing. What did you do, Rob? Tell everyone what you did. Tell everyone what a stupid knobhead you are.
Well, everyone knows because I've watched or listened to episode 18.
You ruined episode 18, didn't you?
I ruined it. I pressed the wrong button and I didn't record the audio properly.
You're a stupid cunt.
I'm a stupid cunt. It
Now,
sounded really bad and we had to try and fix it and it still sounded like shit.
Yeah, it sounded like listening to it in a well.
Yeah, it totally did. It was like if you put a phone up to the telly and someone was listening to the telly through that.
Yeah. So what we did is we decided
that
Rob needed to be punished for his actions, and
I'm a naughty boy.
we asked the patrons what punishment, because those are the ones
we
that
were going to
suffer
ask
the
my
most.
dad, but couldn't find him. Thought I'd just get in there with that one first before it happened.
We asked the patrons what punishment will be best, and the one that
There was one that was put like way more than others.
Well, this is it. I mean, the scale of different answers.
It was so funny watching. They went from like, oh, call him a silly tit on the podcast.
Yeah.
To murder him and his whole family.
Yeah. Rape his mother to death.
Yeah.
It's like really?
There was one,
again.
There was one that was like, oh, recreate the air pistol on the dick video. No.
Shoot his dick off.
They were like, shoot my dick with an air pistol. I've seen the video, you fucking idiot. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna punish him in a fun way. We're not gonna punish him like he's a woman in Saudi Arabia.
Like I've been caught stealing a baguette.
Chop off your hand or whatever, so everyone burn a fucking brand into you or something.
Or even worse, wear a Man U shirt. That was one of the suggested ones.
Wow.
I would rather get shot in the dick with an air pistol.
No, you wouldn't.
Than have footage of me in a Man U shirt on the internet forever. Because the air pistol, that pain will subside. You'll be bringing up that clip for 50 fucking years.
Yeah.
Well, no, you'll be dead in 20.
Hey! But I might die, but another grotesque Man United fan will take my place.
Yeah. I can't get rid of him.
No, exactly.
You're like fucking rats. Never more than 6 metres from one.
So, that's what happens when you support a popular, successful club.
Never more than 6 metres from you fat cunt.
So, what we decided was the best thing to do was that we were going to have Rob perform a 5-minute set
of stand-up comedy
that I have written.
I'm so not looking forward to
He's
it.
doing it next week. I have already written it. It is amazing, and we are going to film it, and it will be out for Patreons to watch.
Well, this actually, by the time this episode goes out, I will have already done it. Because this goes out next Thursday.
Yes.
So we might be able to put it up straight after this video. So check Twitter and everything, or check Patreon. We'll try and put it out around
for the
the same
love
time.
of God, for the sake of £3. Right, so here's the thing, right?
I'm really not looking forward to it.
I would say in 12 years of comedy, I would say I've never had more fun.
I know.
Than writing it.
I just what annoyed me about it was
I've sent it
the idea of your little glee. You just chuckling to yourself. Ha 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 ha.
I've sent it to a couple of people. It's so bad. It's so bad. So it sort of sits within the parameters of what we said. So you're not going to be racist or anything like that explicitly.
Whoa! Hey, whoa! I don't like that. Mm-hmm. Oh God! I am very concerned about this.
Put it this way: it involves face paint.
No, I'm not putting face paint on. I'm not putting face paint on. It's not happening. That's not happening.
It doesn't involve face paint, but that was so funny. Well, that's not happening. That's not happening.
Again, doing an impression of yourself.
That's right.
But also, by the way, shout out Dean and Amy at the Mild High Club, because they did this a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I assume a milder version of what you'll come up with.
Theirs was pretty funny. Funny.
The bit I saw like half it, and it was fucking funny. So that's clearly where someone's nicked the idea from. So shout out Dean and Amy.
What's going to happen as well is that he's going to come on stage with a clipboard, and he's not going to be able to see what he's got until he turns the paper over, and it's going to look like he's doing new material, so he's working off a clipboard or whatever.
No, we're telling them what's happening.
No, we're telling them afterwards. No. We're not telling them before.
No.
We are absolutely not telling them before.
No, they need to be in on the joke.
No.
They need to be in on it, otherwise it's a bad time for everyone.
No, so the answer...
Otherwise it's a bad time for everyone.
That is the literal fucking point of it.
It'll be a bad time for me anyway.
So what's going to happen?
It's meant to be a bad time for me, not them.
What's going to happen is this, right? You're going to perform the bit. We're going to get to watch people watch you thinking that this is stand-up, and then afterwards we'll say, oh, it was a little joke that you're all in on, ha ha ha, and we can all laugh together. But for that moment, in those 5 minutes, you're going to be saying some pretty choice things that, let's be fair as well, the gig that I've chosen is a really lovely gig in Manchester that is known for its quite right-on, woke 20 to 30 something crowd.
Yeah, I've tried new material there before that they were a bit eggy with. When it was, and stuff that works in other clubs.
They can be a bit sensitive, can't they?
A little bit, yeah.
And I have, by all means, factored that in.
Brilliant.
You're looking forward to this?
No, I'm not, obviously.
Right. Honestly, every time I think about it, I get a little tingle. I enjoy it so much.
Yeah. Well, you can record the audio from now on. Just because I know how to press the buttons and forgot once, I get fucked.
This is the only way that you'll learn. Think of me as helping you overcome your ADHD.
No, that's not how it works, though, is it? It's not how it works. I can't just think my way out of it. Otherwise, I fucking would have done already, innit?
Every time that you get something wrong, you get a little tiny punishment.
It's not a little tiny punishment.
And eventually, we learn to overcome our natural physical differences.
Natural physical differences?
Yeah, like physical in your brain.
Right, okay.
So.
Oh, there we go. The volume was off, that's why.
Great.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, do I have to do another punishment because I fucked that up?
Yeah.
It's not working, is it?
Rape his family to death.
Oh, God.
So let me tell you what happened to me, right? So I, going back to the story that we abandoned.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I am...
A big fat cunt.
God damn it! I'm known...
Oh, fat cunt.
I walked into that. So...
Go on. Go on. Go on.
I am...
Big fat cunt.
God! I can't beat you.
What the fuck is the point in that, you fat cunt?
This is awful. This is making me cough. This is how much it's annoying me. So, I'm known as a bit of a king
Big
of the...
fat cunt.
Right, king of the...
Big fat cunt.
King of the...
Big fat cunt.
Right, okay, you've made your point. King of the
fat
Karens.
cunt.
So, I like complaining a lot, right?
You do.
Now...
This isn't quite right. I get to kick off with a minimum wage worker. Brilliant.
But I'm not like that. I'm fair and reasonable about it.
Oh, my God.
I'm not one of those...
Every Karen thinks they're fair and reasonable.
No, but I'm king of the Karens. I don't care.
Like you're like what, like King Cooper, basically,
So,
or the bigger one.
I remember back in the day, right, when a Karen was somebody who was like, oh, this fucking napkin isn't quite the right napkin.
Back in the day,
And
you
they
mean
kick
2019.
Yeah, they kick off and they go, get me the manager.
Yeah.
I want everyone sacked. I'm never going to come here again. I'm writing 10 bad reviews on TripAdvisor.
Uh-huh.
And that was a Karen, right? And that person can fuck off, right? But what's happened is the hospitality industry have almost hijacked the meaning of the word Karen, and they've now taken it to anyone that complains about anything.
It kind of depends. I'm on the side of hospitality workers here, having been one in the past. I know what the public are fucking like.
Yeah, well, for other
The public
people...
are scum.
For other people like me that have got GCSEs, we... Yeah,
I've got GCSEs. Got 9.5, I think.
9.5.
Yeah.
Half a GCSE.
Yeah, well, we did like half RE and half something else. Like, she only got like half points.
We did full RE.
Yeah, I only did half of it. I only got a D.
God, that's shit. And your mum's an RE teacher.
Yeah, it's because I spent the entire year getting kicked out of the lessons every time.
That's probably it, because RE's shit and pointless.
Yeah.
And even RE teachers know that.
Yeah, like, look, don't get me wrong. I had this conversation with my mum. You know,
It's dreadful. It's absolutely...
Awful.
Right, anyway, right?
I just don't bloody care about what nonsense they think.
I am a bit of a Karen. So you might remember a few...
By that he means he's got tits.
Hey! So... I've actually done that joke on stage. By that I mean I've got the tits of a 40-year-old woman.
Brilliant.
So,
I love that, like, I'm basically like Darren Browning into your stand-up now.
yeah, exactly. I'm abusing myself.
You're like, I've got to get the fat joke in before Rob does it.
So, a couple of weeks ago, you know, when we were doing the online personality tests and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I told you that I bought a T-shirt during the interval.
Right.
Yeah, you said about being impulsive. I said I bought a T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, when you're on
Yeah. So I bought that T-shirt, right? And it was, I paid for express delivery because fuck waiting for anything. And it was like £3, right?
Yeah.
8 days later, nothing, right? So I emailed them and I was like, hi, what's happened with my T-shirt? And they emailed back just a screenshot of Royal Mail being like, hey, it's posted, so guess it's not our problem, but we'll ring Royal Mail tomorrow and we'll ask for you. Yeah. And I was like, all right, okay, sweet, cool. So I didn't hear back from them for about 4 days. And I was like, 4 business days as well. So so a week in real terms.
Right.
Messaged them and I was like, hiya, have you ever heard back from Royal Mail? What's going on? Waited a few more days, nothing. I was like, hiya, still waiting on this package. Nothing. So I emailed them 5 times in a row every single day.
Oh, desperate.
Going, get in touch with
Never
me.
double text.
Get in touch with me. Oh, yeah, they're never going to fuck me now.
You've scared them off, mate. They've ghosted you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm never going to have sex with them. So, no, nothing, right? I'm getting a bit pissed off. I want my fucking T-shirt. Yeah. So what pissed me off was I was drinking one night and I noticed that they kept fucking on their Facebook page. The Facebook ads kept popping up for me. I was like, motherfucker, right? So they were like, we've got these great T-shirts. And so me being a knobhead, I commented and I was like, maybe you should spend less time advertising on Facebook and more time getting back to people who emailed you who are still waiting for products.
Oh God, that's so cringy.
And then I also...
Did you tweet it from your face? Like, that's my favourite thing, when people with a little bit of a following...
I did not tweet it.
Do a tweet.
I did not tweet it.
Oh, I've got 5,000 followers. Let me fucking jump to the top of the queue.
I did not tweet it because I hate that as well, right?
It's so shit.
I want any beef to be between me and them.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring,
I hate, man, like, especially when it's someone who's just like, every tweet they do is like, I like drinking cum, lol, lol, lol. And then the next one's like, excuse me, British gas.
Yeah, because before long, you're on Twitter and it's 5 o'clock in the morning and you're complaining that the McDonald's hasn't opened up quickly enough. And you're trying to get a woman sacked. Whoa!
Imagine doing that,
God, that was a fucking the amount of wind-up tweets,
mate. The amount of memes I made. Like, did you see the meme I made of? So, for anyone who doesn't know, Adam Rowe once tried to get into a McDonald's before it was open, and it caused a big hoo-ha.
Yeah.
That's the too long didn't read, mate. I made such a class meme of Rowe on a water slide, like coming down the bottom of it, coming off, and I was just like, Mackey's is closed at 5:30, Rowe at 5:25.
Do you know what it was though? As well, is about that tweet is. So he'd had a car accident, right? And he literally...
He'll be delighted we're bringing this back up.
He needed to get in 10 minutes before, and a woman was a bit of a job's worth, and he's like, look, I've written my fucking car off. Can I just get in so that...
I get it from both sides.
Well, here's the thing, right? So you sending that tweet at 5:30 in the morning or whatever, at 6 o'clock in the morning, after you've had a car accident, that's
You're full of adrenaline, you're wound up.
That's one thing.
Exactly.
But then when you read that tweet at 11 a.m. And you're somewhere else and you've just had a nice morning and you're drinking a coffee,
and you're not cold and wet, a little bit of twigs in your hair.
You read it and you go, what an entitled fucker. So it's you're tweeting at a certain time, but it's being read at a different time. That's what the problem is. And as much as I'd love to be like, what an entitled cunt, I actually think, to be fair, she should have just fucking let him in.
Probably, but I also understand if you're opening a store at that time in the morning, the last thing you want is a customer in right then. Like, it's the one little bit of your day you get without that. And it's you're knackered. You're just trying to get your jobs done. So I get it from both sides. I probably, if someone had a car crash, I'd probably let them in. But also, I'd be really pissed off about it. So I get it.
I think, to be fair, what it comes down to really is it depends how fit they are.
Yeah, and it's Rowe, and he's a 4. So it's not happening.
Exactly, because I can guarantee
he's got little stumpy T-Rex arms.
If it was Stacey and she was a cheerleader and she was fucking...
Well, I think it was a woman inside the McDonald's, so we've got to play the odds. You've got to assume heterosexual.
If it was, let's see,
Milo McCabe.
Yeah, if it was Milo McCabe,
incredibly handsome comedian Milo McCabe.
Imagine if he had a car accident as Troy Hawk.
So Milo, if you don't know, he plays a character called Troy Hawk. Check out his stuff on the internet; it's so funny. But yeah, he plays like this old posh guy with a smoking jacket and everything. He's like, "Excuse me, I've had a crash."
Yeah. Somewhat of an accident has befallen me. So anyway, back to my story.
Right, yes. Right. So where were we? You're a fat con.
So yes, we established that at the beginning. And I am now on the Facebook page, and I left a cheeky little comment like, maybe you should get back to your customers. I didn't leave anything on Twitter, but I also left
LinkedIn.
I also left a review on their Facebook page where I said, dreadful. I've spent 3 weeks trying to get this thing. I've paid for it. They're flat out ignoring me. Avoid at all costs.
Ooh,
right?
It's a big one.
So
it's gone for an avoid at all costs.
Avoid at all costs. I've gone for exactly.
Feedback, mate.
Exactly. They comment on the on the original thing that I put, and they were like, really friendly. Hi, it's Scott here. Can I just double check your order and stuff like that? And I was like, I've messaged you. And I messaged him directly, and he was dead nice, right? And he was like, I can't seem to see anything in our inbox. Can you forward it to this? And so I forwarded it, and I was like, forwarded it. And he was like, oh, looks like there's been a problem at Royal Mail, and the items just got lost in the system. What we'll do is we can either send you out a new replacement T-shirt and some freebies to say sorry, or we can just give you a full refund, right?
Hey, you can't say fairer than that.
Well, I could.
For fuck's sake.
So
why are you complaining about that? That's a really nice offer.
So what
he's offered you the T-shirt and extras. That's
what
lovely.
I said is that, okay, you said you were going to get in touch with Royal Mail the next day, and you haven't done that, because nobody at Royal Mail ever goes, oh, that package looks like it's just lost in our system.
Well, it kind of does. Like, from working in logistics, they often just go, yeah, no idea, mate. It's just gone.
Yeah, but that's not what he said in real terms, is it? And it shouldn't take me reaching out to them.
Sure.
So I said, look, I'm a bit pissed off that I've had to chase this as much as I've had to chase it. I don't want any free things from you. I just want a refund, right?
Which he offered you.
So I go, just process my refund. So they process my refund.
Yeah.
A refund comes through.
Then
Right?
next morning, package arrives.
No. It's worse. It's worse than that. So the dude.
Is this a charity T-shirt? No. Get the money back. Take that food off the orphans, right? Get it refunded.
We're just £22 away from curing cancer. What? Give it back? Are you sure? So no, like I buy any of those T-shirts. They're fucking gross. Anyway,
it was actually a fuck Putin T-shirt that you had.
I side with Mother Russia.
Yeah.
They said, I said, refund. I said, just refund me.
Yeah.
So they refund me. They showed me a screenshot to show that the refund had gone through. And they went, look, right? They said, I feel really bad about what happened. They said, there's not the customer service that we strive for.
Yeah.
So we're going to send you out the T-shirt for free.
Well,
Right?
What a nice company, I think. They've made a mistake. They made up for it.
I don't want the T-shirt now because I don't want anything for free.
Why?
Because I don't like getting things for free if it's off a big company that can afford to give it away, fine. But if it's off what looks like just some fucking guy, I don't want them to lose margin because I complained.
Right,
so
but
I
you're
said,
happy to berate them because they don't have the customer services of a large company.
I didn't berate them though.
Well,
I was
you
very
did. Very snide comment.
just kept my
left
fucking,
a review and a comment.
If it wasn't for that comment, Rob, I wouldn't have got anywhere, would I?
No.
Exactly. So shush. So, right.
You didn't want to get anywhere.
He messages
as soon as
me.
you get anywhere, you're like, well, I don't want your free shit.
He messages me. I just wanted the refund. And I got the refund. He goes, well, let's get you the T-shirt out anyway for free. And I said, I appreciate the offer, but I don't want the T-shirt. Don't send me anything. And they messaged me and went, no, honestly, it's on us. We'll send it you for free. And I went, don't send me the T-shirt. I do not want the T-shirt, right? And they went, honestly, it's absolutely no trouble. We'll send you the T-shirt. And so I messaged them and I said, if you send me that fucking T-shirt, I'm going to throw it in the bin. I don't want the T-shirt. I just wanted
such a ridiculous argument.
I just wanted a refund.
Why won't you let someone be nice?
Just shut up.
Why
right?
won't you let someone be nice?
I said, I don't want the T-shirt. I just want the refund. You've refunded me. That's the end of it, right?
Yeah.
And the bloke said, he said, sorry, mate. He said, I just feel really sorry about this because I'm a big fan of your work. Oh. And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
So he might be watching.
I've only got 6 fans and I've pissed
know.
one of them off.
Yeah, man, you've just done in 20% of your fan base.
It took Pol Pot 5 years to kill 20% of Cambodians. I've killed 20% of Freddy Quinne fans within one fell swoop of a keyboard.
He's probably watching. Because there's not that much of your stuff he could be a fan of, let's face it.
Fuck it, shout out to Scott.
That's amazing.
We had a little chat back and forth, right?
So at this point, you've immediately got to take it down
I've had
5 notches.
20 notches.
So did you actually put... If you send me that fucking T-shirt, I'll throw it in the bin.
Yeah.
Like, direct quote. If you send me that fucking T-shirt, I will throw it in the fucking bin.
Direct quote.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So
that's such a strop to have.
I don't want them to send me things when I've said 3 times, don't send
He's
it
just
to
a
me.
fan trying to send you a nice gift.
Well, but I didn't know he was a fan. I thought it was just a business, and I don't want. Basically, so here's the thing: is I'd feel bad about having a T-shirt that's like, oh, that's the T-shirt I got for complaining like a bitch. I don't want that in my wardrobe, right? So anyway, the story isn't finished. The story gets deeper and more fucking weird, right? So we have a chat with each other, and I say, look, I'm sorry for being a knobhead.
Yeah.
I said,
thanks for your £1 a month.
yeah. Hashtag Army of the Dead. So I was like, look, I'm sorry for being a knobhead. I said, look, the reason that I don't want the T-shirt, I should have been more, more explicit about this. He said, the reason that I don't want the T-shirt is because I have a genuine problem with people sending me stuff for free when it's a small business. I'll happily pay for it. Happily. I really don't
Have you ended up paying for this T-shirt again? Oh my God.
So
This is how like little it takes to get convince you. Just someone going, I'm a fan of your work.
So-
You're like, oh, just have what you want.
So anyway, the guy said,
Sniffly
look, I understand, I get you. I'd love to send you out the T-shirt though. And I said, okay, you can send me the T-shirt out, but I cannot morally let you do it for free.
This is the first time you've ever had a moral in your entire life.
I said, you cannot morally do it for free. I'll pay for it. And he was like, mate, I don't wait. I said, look, you don't understand. I cannot wear that T-shirt unless I pay for it.
Just take the fucking T-shirt. The guy's trying to do something nice. Just let him.
No, listen.
Just let him.
Right. I said, I have to pay for it. And he said, look, if you're insistent, that's fine. Anyway, lo and behold, T-shirt's not fucking come.
So have you
The T-shirt's still not fucking come.
Have you paid for it again?
No, I've not paid for it again.
Right.
I've not paid for it again, but the T-shirt still isn't fucking here.
Right, well, just accept it. Don't pay for it. Just take
No,
it.
no. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Well, just take the
I
T-shirt.
don't want the T-shirt anymore.
Well, it's coming, maybe.
Mate, oh, God.
Yeah, luckily Royal Mail's fucked, so you might never get it, to be honest.
Well, do you know what? It's not been fucked with all the other parcels that have been brought to
I've
me.
had loads of issues with Royal Mail recently. So I
Well,
don't think it's just
I've
one.
not.
All right.
Every other one has come
Well, your
perfectly.
packages are a lot bigger than mine.
In what way?
Because you're fat
In
and
the
there's bigger
penis way.
clothes. There's bigger clothes.
The penis way, I've got a bigger package.
The penis way.
The
That's
penis
what
way.
you're sending through the post, is it? Your dick.
Yeah.
This needs to go to Scunthorpe.
Royal Mail special delivery. No, it won't.
Signed for. There's something valuable in that.
No, it won't fit through a letterbox. So yeah, what a fucking turn of events.
Wow. So
Stupid,
hello,
isn't
Scott.
it?
Send
Hi,
him his
Scott.
fucking T-shirt. Send him more T-shirts so he gets uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, I'll pay for it, but if you really want to make up that poor customer service to me, sponsor the podcast.
Yeah, that would be good. Scott's T-shirts.
It's not called Scott's
I know,
T-shirts.
I was guessing. Because I knew that wasn't the brand name.
I know what the brand name is. I'm not going to mention it.
All right, when you get the T-shirt, give him a shout out.
Unless the T-shirt doesn't come in 48 hours, in which case,
Yeah.
hashtag Army of the Dead, do your thing.
Well, on that, I'm considering unleashing the army.
Really?
Right now.
What happened? Did
So-
a Mackey's worker not let you in?
It's a similar level of petty complaint. Right, so, the reason I'm thinking of unleashing him, right, is I've been listening to like a podcast series about Henry Kissinger, right?
Okay, he's the guy that owned Disney, was he?
No, that was Walt Disney.
No, but he was
No,
the head of Disney, wasn't he? Henry
No.
Kissinger?
No, he wasn't.
What did he do?
He
was something. He had something to do with Disney.
No, he was an athlete in like the 60s.
Yeah, he has something to do with Disney. I can guarantee you.
Well, he might have done like a program with them, something, but he was an athlete and he was a long distance runner.
Okay.
Right, and famously was very pro apartheid. And
Wasn't he a US foreign?
He won a long distance race and
Yeah.
then did a Hitler salute at the end of it and got his dick out and windmilled it.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No, he was a US foreign advisor.
Hey, I was right when I said
Anyway, yeah.
secretary.
So he was an advisor to Nixon most famously, right?
Henry Kissinger, Disney. Just shut up a second.
Basically, Henry Kissinger is one of the world's worst war criminals. That's who he is.
Is he?
He's the guy who he ordered the bombing of Cambodia and Vietnam and all that shit. He delayed the war in Vietnam because it helped him politically. He let it run for another like 7 years. He's an incredibly evil man.
Okay.
So, but one of his things was, right, one
Yeah.
of his theories was, power isn't power unless you are willing to use it. Right?
Oh,
So
I agree with that.
So we have an army.
Yeah.
I need to now decide if I'm willing to use it because I've got a new enemy.
Oh, okay. Who's your new enemy? What, mumble rap fans?
No. I've moved on from them little teenage bitches. We've moved on. Right. This is a
Okay.
real world enemy.
Okay.
Right. So I needed to, because I've got a scabby pink head. Right. I've got psoriasis.
Yeah.
And I've got like a,
I'm glad you clarified your psoriasis, not the end of your bell.
Yeah. And I've also got like a sinus thing, so I needed some I need to go to the doctors anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
you're like Bart Simpson when he needed all that medication.
Yeah, I
at
basically
once.
am. I've got loads of little things like that. I've got no major health conditions, but loads of really minor ones.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, I need a doctor's appointment. Impossible to get at the moment. You've got to ring at 8 a.m. on the dot. If you don't get it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm not up that early. So I was like, you know what? Well, I'm just not. I'm not getting up 8 a.m. just to do that. Right.
You know,
I
you
will
can
miss
go
it.
back to bed. You know that is a
Yeah,
still
but I
option.
will just I've tried before and I miss it, and if you don't get it exactly on the minute, then you just it's really hard to get an appointment at my doctor's.
Right. Okay. Set an alarm at 5 to 8.
Yeah, but even if you try at 8, you don't always get through. Then I've got to do it every day. It's really hard.
Okay.
Right. All you need to know is it's very hard to get a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
So I was like, not complaining. I was like, you know what? Right. I found there was a thing I got advertised to me. It's an app called Livy. Right.
Yeah.
Where it's like you see a doctor like on a fucking phone chat.
Yeah.
Like
You go, doctor, I've got a scabby face and
yeah,
bad
basically.
sinuses.
But it's private. You got to pay for it, but they can do prescriptions like through
How
the
much?
NHS and all that. It's like £50.
Jeez.
I know. But I was like, fuck it. Like, I'd rather just pay that than have to go through the palaver. I'll just do it. And, you know, the NHS is stretched. Like, I've got a Patreon now. I can afford £50 for a doctor's. Cheers.
Do you know what? Please let's all unsubscribe. I would rather. I'm not bothered about making myself rich and famous.
Just so I can't afford head medicine.
I would rather. Yeah, I'd rather you live a scabby, disgusting, flaky life in the gutter, snivelling and sniffing and scratching and. Oh, I can't get to the doctor's appointment. That's what I'd rather happen to your life.
Well, you know, thankfully you might have an ally in this story then.
Oh,
so
great.
anyway, I get this prescription, speak to the doctor, all good,
Yeah.
right, get it done. But like it's because it's like this weird private thing. They've got a weird way of getting the prescription to the doctors, right?
Right.
The pharmacist.
Yeah.
I've got to go in and give them a website address. They type it in,
Yeah.
put in a code, and they get the prescription emailed to them.
Okay.
Right. So I go do this on Saturday at this pharmacist.
Yeah.
In around where I live.
Yeah.
I go in. They're very confused by the process.
Yes, because you're doing a private doctor's appointment procedure in Levenshulme.
Yeah, but also like it's not like a fancy private thing.
I know,
and it's
but-
like they link with the NHS. They're not like it's not they provide services
If
for
you
the
go
NHS.
to any pharmacy in Didsbury or Chorlton, they'll get this sorted in 2 minutes.
This is maybe where I've gone wrong. Although Levenshulme has, you know, it's the next one. There's a few posh. It was over the posh end of Levenshulme as well. It's not this bit.
Oh,
It was
right.
the other bit over.
I've only ever seen the dog shit side of Levenshulme.
Right, yeah, we're at the Gorton end here.
So I drive straight through Longsight,
Yes.
which is hard work.
Yeah, it's a difficult drive.
It's a difficult drive, and I find myself shouting choice obscenities at some of the other drivers and pedestrians who take
Sure.
life in their own hands.
But there is a bit of Levenshulme which is very leafy and posh. There's big houses. It's over there.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. It's lovely. So I was over that side, so they should have fucking known. Anyway, they're very
Yeah.
confused by it, but I explained the process. The guy I was speaking to, you know, he's a bit confused, but he's trying to help all this. And he gets eventually he's like, look, we've gone through the whole process. We got to this point where we can't do any more. It's sort of like crashed on the system, but I've left it all here for my manager. It's all right if you come back in on Monday and
Yeah.
get it. And I was like, that's no bother. It's not an emergency.
Yeah.
I'll come back Monday.
And then off you went, sniffing and scratching
Sniffing and
into the
scratching into the night. Monday comes. I ring up and I go. Explain the situation, and I was like, I'm all right to come in. And the guy on the other end of the phone, the manager just goes, "We didn't do that." I went, well, no, you might not have done, but one of your colleagues did on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he goes, we didn't. It's nothing to do with us. It won't be on the system. It's fine. You can go to another pharmacist. I'm like, all right.
What?
There's other pharmacists closer to me. It was just open on Saturday, so I went to that one.
Wow.
So I went, okay. I went to another pharmacist. They go, nah, it's already on the system. They've marked it as they've dispensed this already.
Yeah.
So no one else can dispense it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, right. I ring them back up. And I'm like, hi, it says you've dispensed it on the system. They go, no, we didn't. It does say that on there, though. You've blocked it so other pharmacists can't use it. And they go, no, we didn't. I go, you know what? I'm 5 minutes away. I'll see you in 5.
Right. Okay.
I go in. I'm wound up already.
Okay.
I'm already wound up.
And when you get, let me guess, this pharmacist was getting a impromptu visit from Captain Bendy.
Captain Bendy flies in through the door. He hears the music from a distance. I am what I am.
No,
I
it's-
am my own special creation.
It's girl just went off.
Oh, yeah. Na, 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 na,
Yeah,
na,
yeah.
na, na.
This guy's just sweeping
Na,
up.
na, na. He's like, what is it? Oh my God, it's Captain Bendy. I'm like, I'm here.
I'm gonna finger your butt. Oh, I'm gonna finger you with my scabby little fingers up. Gonna finger your bum and sniff my sinuses. They're fucked. Gonna sniff and finger your bum man. Poor bloke didn't know what he was expecting, did
No,
he?
I swan in, the pyro's going off.
Yeah. Yeah. All the lights go down.
Yeah.
Smoke.
One of the other people in the pharmacy had a sign with Captain Bendy written on a big cardboard.
Bendy 316.
All right, I go in, right?
Yeah.
Like, Captain Bendy's not happy, right?
Yeah.
I go in and I go, aye.
Okay, to do this next bit as Captain Bendy.
Right. I go, hello!
So problematic.
There has been a problem with my prescription.
No, you need to call out the pharmacist. This one's going out, pharmacist!
Yeah, well, I'll decide whether I'll say the name of the actual pharmacy in a bit, because there's loads of pharmacies around here.
Oh, wow, okay.
But, like, I need to decide whether we are smoking them. Right?
The only thing that's going to be dispensed is me with you at SummerSlam 66.
Yeah, I'm dispensing my jizz.
God, that's horrific.
Anyway.
It's horrific.
So, right, I'm like, right. I explained to him the problem. I was like, right. I was like, came in the other day. Like, they, took it to the computer. They've marked it as dispensed, so I can only get it from here. Can I have my prescription, please?
Yep.
And the guy goes, no, we didn't. I went, mate, you definitely did. And he goes, we didn't. It's nothing to do with us. I don't think you came in here, is what he said to me.
Okay.
And I was like, what are you on about? And he goes, I don't think you came in here. And
So his defence,
Yeah.
let's just to get this right, his defence is that what you think has happened in this situation is that another employee has dispensed something and he is unaware of it.
Yes.
Okay. What his explanation for this is that you came into a different pharmacy,
Yeah.
got it dispensed,
Yeah.
and now have come back into a different building
Yeah.
with different staff
Yeah.
in a different place,
Yeah.
and have not realised.
I've gone, oh! And you're like, I'm going to go, oh, no, actually, it was a completely different
This
place.
bloke is a fucking disaster.
It's not even started, mate. It's not even started.
Right, okay. So again, I would love nothing more than to be arguing against you and about how reasonable and realistic this pharmacy is,
Yeah.
but it's getting me wound up.
Mate.
My inner Karen is coming out.
Mate, this is one where even you will be on my side.
Right, okay.
So I'm like, right. I explained to him the process. I explained what was meant to happen and what didn't happen. I go, right. And he goes, well, it's nothing to do with us. Like, you speak to your doctor. I go, okay. I'm going to call them now. I walk outside. I call the private doctors thing off the app. I call their helpline.
Yeah.
I explain to them the problem. They go, yeah, no bother. Tell you what to do. Take the phone inside, put me on speakerphone, and I'll speak to the pharmacist.
Right.
And I'll explain the situation.
And then I'm presuming that this guy did not think that was adequate.
So, I get him.
This building, this pharmacy, could give you literal fucking cat medicine that was poisonous to you, and I'd go, yeah, they're funny.
Yeah,
I can't deal with this level.
exactly.
Go on.
So I go in with the phone, right?
Yeah.
And I go, hi. I've got someone from the doctors here to explain to you what's happened.
Yeah.
Go here. And he goes, so he starts talking to her and he's going, look, this is nothing to do with us. No one from this pharmacy has dispensed this. And she goes, I can see here that it's been dispensed by this email address, and reads it out, and it is name.surname at this pharmacy, right? And I go, so for the name, I won't use his real name.
Yeah.
Let's call him Mohammed, right?
Okay.
So I go. So let's call his name Mohammed, right? For two names, just to give it, a
Solid
blank
name.
So it
Double
goes,
Mo.
Mohammed at xsurgery.com, right? And I go, so it was Mohammed who did it, and he goes, that's my name, and I went, oh, it's your name, is it? It's your email that's been used, and he just goes, and he's like flustered, and I'm like, do you think she guessed that? do you think she on the phone guessed your email address with your name, or do you think maybe it was here that it happened? He goes, I wasn't here on Saturday. I was like, someone might have used your email, but would you concede if it's on your email address, it is your responsibility?
Wow.
And it's just like, well, it's nothing to do with me. I'm like, it is a bit to do with you, isn't it?
Mohammed.
It's on your email address. It is a bit to do with you.
Yeah, it is. It's your.
And
Wait a minute. This is your business.
Yeah.
And that's your email address.
Yeah.
And those are your drugs.
Yeah.
I think it's got something to do with you, then,
It
mate.
might be something to do with you.
Yeah.
So he goes, let me have a look, right? Because he's like flustered at this point.
Yeah, because he's dug.
Because he's dug himself into a hole and he's been busted.
Do you know what you should have done at this point?
Yeah.
You should have gone, Mohammed. I just have to say, I'm a big fan.
A big fan of your work.
I'm a big fan of your shop.
Yeah,
I follow pharmacies online.
Yeah.
I'm a member of your Patreon. Look, the way that you stack the cough medicine and the athlete's foot treatments
Such a fan.
by the door revolutionised.
Yeah.
It revolutionised selling.
Yeah.
Well, Mohammed, it is a pleasure. And he would climb down so fucking quickly.
This guy went climbing down. Right, he's already called me a liar like 5 times at this point, right? So he shuffles off to his computer, taps some stuff in, right? He comes back after a couple of minutes with my prescription in his hand. Right, he's printed it off.
Oh,
right.
that's a tough moment for him.
He's printed it off and he goes, oh, well, I've got it here. And I go, oh, really, do you?
Oh, you digging in, are you?
Oh, mate, he's been such a dick. He's been such a dick and he's still being shirty with me.
Yeah.
He's not come over like, I'm really sorry, mate, it was a confusion, someone else did it, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, he's still being like, oh, well, it's there, I guess. And I'm like, oh, is it? Oh, is it? Can you see? That's my prescription, is it?
Yeah.
That came to your email, like I said. And he just goes, yeah, it's not a real prescription, though. And I went, what do you mean?
Oh, no, you didn't.
He goes, this isn't...
Captain Bendy!
He goes, this isn't a real prescription. I'm not fulfilling it. And I went, what do you mean it's not real? And he goes, it's not real. And I went, I got it from a doctor. We're speaking to the doctors right now. And he goes, yeah, well, I don't dispense these. And I go, why did you mark it as dispense the other day then? Why did you put it through the system if you don't do this? And he goes, it's not a real prescription. I went, do you think I've gone to this effort of faking this to get psoriasis medicine? It's not methadone you're handing out here, is it? It's psoriasis medicine. Like, it's... have you got, like, psoriasis addicts coming in like, oh, I just need a fix?
The itch that you need to scratch is literal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's so like at this point I fucking lost my shit.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gone at this point. I was like, are you seriously trying to claim that this isn't real? You've messed this all up and you're now claiming that I've just made the whole thing up. And he just goes, oh, well, you're shouting now. I'm not going to serve you. And I went, you weren't going to anyway, you little cunt. Right, and I just fucking lost it at that point.
Wow,
And
you're literally itching now. That's how annoyed you are.
I was like banging on the desk. I had a full-on strop.
Really?
I was just full-on like, at one point I called him a little fucking rat.
Wow, racist.
Not racist.
Yes.
I think it'd be racist if he was Jewish, but he wasn't, so... but...
Ooh.
Well, no, I think been used traditionally more as a slur against them. It's not one I would use, but anyway. Yeah, at one point I was like, do you really think I'm just going to leave and this is going to be the end of this? I looked at him in the eyes and went, I'm a very petty man with a lot of time. You will not be hearing the end of this.
That's so fucking funny. I'm a very petty man with a lot of time. That's the Liam Neeson, I have a very specific set of skills.
Yeah.
I'm a very petty man.
Yeah.
Skills that I have inhabited over a lifetime.
Yeah. So in the end, what happened was the woman on the phone from the doctors was like, look, right, this isn't...
I will look for you. Yeah. I will find you. Yeah. And I will put in a written
Why are you doing
complaint.
a Daniel Plainview voice, though?
My name is Daniel Plainview.
I have a very specific set of skills. I will drill for oil. But, the one on the phone's like I go outside because I'm fucking booting off.
Yeah.
I go outside.
Off.
I speak to her on the phone. She's like, I was like, I presume you heard all that. And she's like, yeah, that's insane. What I'll do is, I'll give you the only way we can do this is we're going to have to get you a new prescription. So I will give you a free voucher for another doctor's appointment. So I had to have another appointment in order to get re-prescribed.
Wow. So this guy's still got your psoriasis medicine?
He's never dispensed it, no.
Wow.
It's just completely done. That prescription was wasted. And all I'm saying is, it would be absolutely awful if suddenly got hundreds of obscene 1-star Google reviews. That would be awful.
You're not doing that. No, I don't. I hate that. What we will do instead is...
What I was thinking was, right,
Can we not make an order for 1 million pills?
Well, no.
And they have to count them all individually, and then we
No.
just never pick it up.
What I was thinking
but
was-
then again, that's the problem, is that if you do something like that, then it's just the minimum wage. Because
Exactly.
Mohammed,
Exactly.
the fucking
That's
owner,
who we
doesn't
need
sit
to
there and count 1 million
That's
pills.
who we need to fuck with. So what I'm thinking is we we might have to beep the name of the pharmacy if we don't go through this.
Okay.
But what I was thinking was people could, and this would not be something I'd encourage, but they could say print out photos of horrific turds, put them in an envelope, address them to the manager at West Point Pharmacy, and post them to them.
No, I tell you what we do. I think that this is the time for us to dip into the Patreon money and get a video made by Naked Martin. So what we do is we say blah 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 at West
Green
Point.
screen in the pharmacy behind him.
Yes, green screen the pharmacy, and it's him. I know what it is. It's him sticking cornflakes to himself with his own jizz, and then scratching them off. And going, and he needs to go. He needs to wear glasses and look a little bit like you, and go. If only I had my medicine.
I think I'm getting another punishment.
Yeah, guess who?
For people watching the video rather than the audio, the camera went off for a bit.
Yeah. The camera went off for roughly about 10 minutes.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll have seen a fun animation if Editor Sam's smashed it like we hope.
But it went off pretty much exactly at the time when you'd finished telling your story about the pharmacy.
Yeah.
So it kind of finished that around.
Well,
but
that's when we noticed anyway.
So second-
that whole story is not filmed. But it's fine.
Second
Just
punish-
imagine me very angry.
second punishment, and I don't know what is going to happen, mate.
Well, second punishment, I've got to go say sorry to that pharmacist. That's not happening.
You've got to do a day's voluntary work there. Be Mohammed's
Mate,
little bitch.
I would absolutely love to get a chance to work there.
Really?
I'd be shitting in the bottles. Be like,
This isn't the poo that I ordered. This
Yeah.
is human poo.
I'd be leaving a lot of stool samples about the place.
Oh, mate.
Mate, I genuinely, when I walked out, I was like, I should have pushed some things off the shelves. I thought that to myself.
Let us know in the comments. I mean, genuinely let us know in the comments, because usually I say let us know in the comments, and all I'm doing is going, make it look better on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments genuinely what you think will be the best Naked Martin video for us to buy to send to this guy. And what we'll do...
Well, we should maybe, we need him to see it, so we should maybe, here's an idea, we hire one of those video trucks.
That would be so
That
funny.
displays it on the side.
How much is that, though? That feels like it'll be a lot of money.
A few £100. I'm in.
Wow.
We hire one of them to play a Naked Martin video on a loop. Outside, park up outside.
Pretty sure that's going to be against some sort of law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what you could do? So there's
Project it. We could project it.
We could project it into the shop.
Yeah.
Genius. So we have to wait for him to get there. We buy a projector, project it through the back into the shop.
Yeah.
And
So just all day on a loop. He's trying to serve people and there's just poo dripping down his face. I think that's a win, isn't it?
That's what we do.
All right.
That's funny.
We'll edit out the name though, because I do feel like I feel like bringing down the Army of the Dead might be too harsh.
Yeah, we'll edit out the dead, because we don't want to be one of those podcasts.
Yeah.
We don't want to be one of those podcasts that's like, oh, let's just give all these one stuff. No.
Although I do think that would be quite funny.
If we are going to do it, then we do it the Army of the Dead way, which is to childlessly and needlessly... Childlessly. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to castrate ourselves.
Childishly and needlessly
Yeah.
just cause as much destruction as possible.
Yeah.
And I think,
dead annoying.
I think projecting Naked Martin...
Yeah.
pretending to be outside his pharmacy, smearing poo and scratching himself, I think he's going to be really funny.
Okay, I think that could be a win. Yeah,
Sweet.
But it's a legit enemy, isn't it? I think it's fully fair. He's a little fucking dickhead.
Yeah, that was off. That was off, to be fair. I don't mind the dance, as it were. I like it. So, customer service salesman as well.
Yeah, I don't mind that. As long as you're being honest with me, I don't mind. We'll have the And if he'd been like, I don't think that had happened, and then when I had proved it was, he'd gone, oh, sorry, that's our mistake.
Yeah.
We're cool. As soon as someone apologizes to me, I go down so many notches. If someone just admits their mistake, I'm like, cool.
So
People make mistakes.
You react to an apology the same way I react to someone saying that they're a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh God.
Oh God! Right, we've got more in common than what divides us. Yeah.
So like, I just want someone to admit that they've made a mistake if they've made a mistake. I can't. It drives me insane when someone is presented with proof that they're wrong and they won't admit it.
You know,
because I will fully admit when I'm wrong.
So on that note, so I'm looking at getting a new car.
Yeah.
Right.
Extra wide.
Yes, extra wide. Those new extra wide cars they are making.
Yeah. You went to a Hummer showroom. He's like, "Have you got anything a bit bigger?"
So, yeah. I test drove a little black Hummer and called it my little black dress.
Yeah. It's like he's going to get a stretch limo, but not that way. It's going to be a
Spandex limo.
Spanx limo.
Spanx limo sounds like a drag queen.
Yeah, it does, to be fair, yeah.
So that's Captain Bendy's manager. Spanx limo. So,
played by Brennan Reese.
Oh, imagine. So, it's the part he was born to play.
Yeah.
So, I'm getting a new car, right? And I was looking at getting electric, right? But the thing is it's not ready yet.
Yeah, I can't be arsed like sitting in a service station charging for half an hour.
This is it, and
especially with the amount of driving we do.
Even the best batteries, you're talking a 300-mile range.
Yeah,
it's just not quite good enough.
So like on like a long gig night, you're gonna have to sit in a service station for an hour.
Yeah.
Like, you know, at some point, and it's like you just don't want to.
And the way that they were selling it to me at the showroom was so funny. They were like, "Yeah, you might have to charge it up once in a while, but look. You park in the services, you walk in, you get yourself a coffee, you go to the toilet, and there's only maybe 20 minutes left."
Yeah.
And I was like...
I've been to the services, mate.
Yeah, I know how time works.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you pretend like this isn't a massive inconvenience?
Yeah.
That at 3 o'clock in the morning on a service station on the fucking A1...
Oh, brilliant. I get to wait for 45 minutes.
Yeah. Hooray! I get to see Blythe services at 2 a.m.
Great. I'll watch truckers lose their money in the fucking fruit machines.
Oh, God, it's so bleak, isn't it?
Oh, it's so sad. Watching people joylessly play them at 3 in the morning.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
That's like peak gambling.
I was like, no, look, it's just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
So what I did is I did a load of research online about what is the most fuel economical car for the next 5 years, as it were. And it turns out that pretty much the best one for me would be a Merc.
Oh, yeah.
Got
that fucking Patreon money now.
No. Right. No. So I can get... So in my car at the moment, it's getting about 43 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
Right.
This is where we're at with this podcast, by the way. We're doing fucking miles to the gallon chat.
It's like Top Gear.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got to give something for the fans.
I can... but a Merc could pretty much double that. Pretty much. So I can justify the monthly payments because I'm paying less on fuel. Right? So I went to the showroom and stuff. I test drove one yesterday. And I test drove one that I really liked that was, a certain price. And they said, look, I bled them for every extra as well. I got 2 services and 2 MOTs chucked in. Everything's going to be sorted. It was £99 deposit. My car is a Vauxhall Corsa. It's done 140,000 miles. Yeah. They're giving me $3,500 part exchange, which is insane, right? So I'm feeling like I got a good deal. The guy says to me, you can put down a deposit for £99 and that'll take this off the market, but it's a refundable deposit. So if you decide you don't want it, you just... Fine. So I was like, fine, I've got nothing to lose, fine. I went home last night, did my research, right? And I found some cars that were the same sort of thing but cheaper, right? Now, when you ring up Arnold Clark, that's the dealership, they go, hello, welcome to Arnold Clark, home of the Arnold Clark price match guarantee. They have to say that on the phone, right? They have a price match guarantee where if you find the same car for cheaper, they'll give you double the difference, right? But here's the thing. Is when they say it's the same car,
it's got to have the same exact tint of paint, the same
exact.
Yeah, of course.
Right, like down to every. Here's how exact it's got to be. That the APR and financing has to be the same.
Right.
They're just taking the piss.
Yeah.
So I found 3 cars, right, that were cheaper by about 15 to 1700 quid.
Right.
Right. They weren't exact, but they were very similar. So, for example, instead of the A180D, it was the A200 or something like that. So it was a slightly better model that was cheaper, you know.
Okay.
So I sent these across to him in an email, and I spoke to him on the phone this morning, and I said, mate, I found some other cars that are cheaper. I know you do a price match guarantee. What can you do? So he said, send me them over. I'll have a look. I sent him them over, and he rings me back, and he goes, the thing is with the price match guarantee is that it has to be exact, and I know that that's a slightly better model, but it's not exact, and so we can't do the price match guarantee. Blah blah blah. And he goes, well, I know with this one, it's ours is a 2016 plate, and I know yours is a 2017 that you've found, and I know it was that like a year out, that bullshit, right? And so that's when I unleashed stage 2 of my excellent Machiavellian plan. Right. I said to him, I thought you might say that, Steve, which is why I've taken the liberty of finding 4 more cars that perfectly match the price match guarantee in every possible way. I just wanted to see what you do with these, first of all. Yeah. Here's 4 more. These are all at 16 grand. Yeah. The one you priced me is at 17 grand. I could buy this car now and then send you these links, and you'd have to give me 2 grand. Yeah. I'm not asking for that. Yeah. I'm asking for you to give me 1 grand, basically. I'm saving your company money. Yeah. What a nice guy I am. So I sent them over, and he's literally just come off the phone to me. He's like, can we please do 16.4? Please. Yeah. And I said, give me 24 hours.
Yeah, I heard you on the phone, so he's desperate, man. Like, you can fucking rinse him.
I'm going to ring him tomorrow and go, I'll do 16.2, but you have to go to patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod.
No, man.
I want a £3 tier.
Don't split the difference, man. You've got him on the ropes. Don't split the difference, right? You can get him down to 16 easy.
think you can get down to 16.
All you got to do, right, this is like, I used to be a salesman. I wasn't a good one, but this was one good technique.
You used to be a salesman?
Yeah.
I can't imagine you selling anything.
Well, I can't be arsed. I'm very good at it when I can be arsed.
Really?
But I just don't care to do it. Because I've got chat, but like...
And the thing is as well, is you're kind of opposed to capitalism, aren't you?
Yeah, this is it. I don't want to like force, like try and trick someone into spending money.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's where I get the buzz from.
See, the thing is, I'm very good at pretending I'm into that in interviews to get the job.
I bet you are. Yeah, because again, you know,
I'm very good at bullshitting.
You need to get your way in the door.
Exactly. But like the way I would always do this in negotiations, right? When you're negotiating on price, what you got to do when they make an offer like that to split it, what you got to do is you go, that's really generous. I really appreciate that. I appreciate, you know, it's hard for you to come down to that. It's really embarrassing. I just can't afford more than that. You just got to put it like that. I can't afford more than 16. Just put that.
I've already made it very clear that I can.
Right, well, that's a very stupid thing to do in a negotiation.
Yeah. But I like
I start with a price and I just don't move off it.
Do you? Oh, that's not negotiating.
No,
then,
it's
is
not.
It?
It's not.
That's just you going, this.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
I want my psoriasis medicine.
Yeah.
Itchy itch.
And if you pitch it right, you get loads of money off.
I tell you what I'm going to do is... Do you know what I saw, actually? I saw a video of a car salesman. So there's a guy going in, he goes, I'm going to get this truck for as little as I can. And he was chatting with the car salesman. And the guy wanted it for $4,000 or whatever. And the guy wouldn't budge off $4,300. So they did a bit of negotiation, wouldn't budge. So in the end, he just flicked a coin. Yeah. And they said, look, if it's heads, I'll buy it for that. If it's tails, I'll buy it for that. Yeah. So I might genuinely drive to Leyland tomorrow and flip a coin in front of a man just to see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it goes terribly. You've got to pay him more. Do double or quits.
Anyway, long story short, it cost me $23,000. Yeah. I kept going. It's like the roulette wheel. The old gambler came back. Yeah, man. I'm looking. It was a fucking lovely car, though, man.
Well, I hope it breaks down.
Really?
Yeah, I do, yeah. It breaks down straight away. Blows up, blows your cock off. It blows your knob off.
In an absolutely bizarre...
Yeah, just a real localised explosion. just blows your cock off.
Just my penis.
And you've got to like watching, like, you know when like a crisis happens and you go into like, it feels like slow motion.
Yeah.
And you've just got to watch your dick just go wibbly, 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 wibbly past your eyes, and then wibbly, wibbly out of the window.
Wibbly, wibbly, wibbly.
He goes wibbly, 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 and then you know when he gets to the window, and like you know when you put a fag out the window, and he goes like. And you just got to watch your dick go wibbly, 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 wibbly.
And then the car behind gets it slapped on the windscreen. There's a little kid in the passenger seat, and the mum is trying to put the windscreen wipers on, and my severed dick's moving from side to side.
Imagine that call to water glass. So, yeah, I hope your dick falls off. There we go. I think that's probably the end of the episode.
What a great way to end.
Yeah. So this has been Watchdog. Just been loads of consumer complaints for this entire fucking episode.
Mate, tell us, right, here's the thing. Tell us, first of all, what you want Naked Martin to do for the pharmacy, because I think we can make that happen.
Yeah, we can project that through the
Secondly,
window.
tell me the most ridiculous fucking consumer interaction that you've had.
Yeah.
We'll read some out on Patreon. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, I've also, someone got in touch with me to fact check you on the Patreon, so we'll do it on the Patreon episode.
What? Fact check me about what?
Just something you said in a previous episode.
Oh, fuck off, whoever did that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're watching a podcast called Dead Men Talking, and you're moaning that it's not factually accurate.
No, it's an interesting one, though. We'll talk about it on the next episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, next week's episode is with a special guest, isn't it?
Special S. Phil Gellis.
Phil Gellis.
Phil Gellis is what I said.
Phil
Gellis. Phil Ellis.
Phil Ellis.
Phil Ellis is coming on, so that'll be a load of fun. We're going to show him some horrific shit. Thanks for supporting. Come to our live shows. Check out in the bio the links to that, and get on the Patreon if you're not on it. It's £3 a month, and you get loads more filth. And on there, you best believe we're complaining about some businesses.
Yeah, and speaking of complaints, imagine how many Rob Mulholland is going to get when he does his 5-minute sets.
Oh God, it's going to be awful. But if you want to see that, give me £3 a month.
See you next week.
Bye. Fuck off.